This is episode 21 of Rookie Gold Prospector, and today I'm going to be climbing this mountain behind me to get some virgin gravels from an ancient river channel. Alright, man, that's a huge tailings pile right there. This is not what I'm looking for. There's a specific spot around here where there's supposed to be some virgin gravels. Look at all these tailings, man. Wow. Look how big some of those rounded river rocks are right there. Some big old river cobbles right in this little drainage ditch that goes all the way down through here. I mean, look how big this tailings pile is. These are all tailings piles. This is nothing but river cobbles everywhere. I mean, look at that. That's been in the river. That's been in the river. Look at this. All the way up to smaller size stuff that was definitely in a river a long time ago. I mean, look at this big old rounded one right here. That hasn't been in the water for millions and millions of years. Because we're up on the side of a mountain right now. I mean, these are definitely river cobbles. But oh my god, this could be, because there's rounded river cobbles, but there's also a bunch of this vuggy looking quartz material as well. I wonder if you see, definitely river cobbles. You know, I'm up on the side of a mountain, but these are all river channel workings. So look at this mine shaft. That's a drift mine. Might just be an exploratory hole. I don't know how far it goes back, but I mean, that's a giant river cobble sticking out of the top. And is that bedrock right there? I think so. I don't know. Yeah, there's river cobbles. Wow. I'm not going to go in there today. But this is not what I'm looking for. It's not like we're down low. You know? Look at this. That was in the river millions of years ago, before this mountain was even pushed up. I mean, look at that. Look at that, this whole thing. These are all tailings. So the old timers were up here, and they did work this. All right, I found what I was looking for. Wow, there's even red staining right there and stuff, but these gravels all in here, that's all virgin river pebbles, pea-sized gravels, and supposedly contains a bunch of micron gold. So this material right here, I'm gonna fill up a whole bucket worth, and I'm gonna run it, pen it out real slow, see if we can get anything out of it. Check this out, man. Pea gravels all the way through it. And it does have red staining. I mean, you can see pretty clearly some parts of it. It's too bad there's not a bunch of larger gravels, but I mean, there's smaller gravels throughout all of it. I mean, this is millions and millions and millions a year old river channel. So I'm gonna dig out some of this layer right here and see what we can find. Well, there's some bigger rocks in it. Just little tiny pea gravels. So, as I say, you know, big rocks, big gold, little rocks, little gold. So these are little rocks. So we're expecting little gold, but lots of it. Got to carry this out quite a way, so I don't want to. Ooh, get this really red part right here. Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we want right in here. I mean, these are river pebbles. I'm gonna have to break up all this clay. I'm gonna have to pan through this super slow. All right, that's a good enough sample for me to find out if this is gonna be worth it or not. So let me pack this back down the hill. Man, there's a lot of exploring to do on this mountain for sure, but let's pack this out and let's go see if there's any gold in it or not. I had to take a break, but I'm loving this. River gravel, and then look at the colors and the stuff right here. Full of just pea-sized gravel. So there ought to be some gold in there. All right, got a full pan here. I'm gonna take my time panning this one out, because if there's gold, it's really fine gold. And so the slower you go, the faster you'll get there. Just take my time, knead it all up slowly. Look at that color drifting up off of there. Wow. So if there's a lot of gold in here, I'm gonna end up having to do a lot of hiking with a lot of heavy dirt, because it's actually pretty far away from where I have to go to pan it. Look at that. Oh my God. Got my gloves on so I can take my time mixing it up, but you can see these are all like rounded river gravels. Even this larger one, river rock, water worn. Let's just check it out. A little bit at a time. A lot of chunky black sand in there though. Oh, I see some over here. I don't know how good that camera's gonna pick it up. I'll get my other camera out. Check that out, 2 pieces already. And they're not the tiniest pieces either. Come on, focus. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces in one pan, and these are not tiny invisible pieces by any means. Wow. There's gold in those gravels. Unbelievable. Well, I'm going to take these home. I'm going to pan through it more carefully at home because I don't want to pan it into the creek. I mean, there is some 200 mesh gold in there. Look at that. There's some tiny stuff. Alright, the rain's coming down now, but you can trust and believe I will be taking a backpack sluice up there and run as much of that material as I can. So I'll see you back at the house, and we'll weigh up the gold. Well, I was under the impression that, you know, those were virgin gravels, and I still kind of think they are, but it's kind of confusing because they're right there. Those right there. That's actually a whole lot of pieces that, you know, if I touch them, they smear because it's mercury. So there's actually dozens of pieces of micron gold in that, amalgamated in that mercury. So somehow mercury made it into that wall of gravels. I don't know how, but there's a couple decent little pieces that were in there. So not sure if this is gonna be enough to weigh or not, but given that was in 2 pans of material, I definitely think I'm going to run some more of that. Alright, let's weigh the gold we got today from 2 pans of material. Don't expect it's going to weigh anything, but... And as expected, it did not weigh anything. So 0.00 grams, but there's some decent looking pieces. But while we're at it, we'll do a quick check-in on the career total. .01 grams. I mean, I'm pretty happy with how this is going. January 9th was my first time prospecting, and that's what we've got since then. So how in the world could there be mercury in virgin gravels? I think those were virgin gravels. I mean, that's what I was told by another miner who kind of opened that cut up. He said I should go up there and check it out, and that there is loads and loads of micron gold in that stuff. So, but the mercury, I mean, how could it be virgin gravel and have mercury in it? It doesn't really make a lot of sense. I know that area was worked pretty heavily, and in the 1800s, they probably did use some mercury there. But did they skip over those gravels, or were those gravels somehow kind of reconstituted in the 1800s after they were worked? I'm not really sure, but please leave it in the comments if you think you know. But I really appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time.